There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. I think Allen could be in for a tough matchup here. Trying to shadow him throughout, the talented Marshawn Lattimore.
A terrific rookie. Only a one-year starter at Ohio State due mainly to a number of hamstring injuries, but that 1 year was pretty productive. 4 interceptions, 9 passes broken up. Has the agility to stay with just about any receiver in the league.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Buying timers, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz to throw on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out come the Titans now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He was looking for Crabtree that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Marcel Darius able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Antonio Brown, 28 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will take over possession of the football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Ajayi escapes him. Steps away to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Gone.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Here we go now. 3:19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The former All-Pro, Marcel Darius, in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a play fake. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, but usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Jackson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Michael Crabtree, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
82. Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they'll send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. With it is Brown. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
81, 81.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the ball.
From midfield, here's Wentz. That is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
81, 81.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ray Lewis in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Leopard! Leopard!
Mayfield on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, it's McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
All right, now look at 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! LaShawn McCoy, 43 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he's... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but... Yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Mayfield.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now McCoy, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Flush to his right, and he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. 3-19.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Now Jackson on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards in the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
All right, now look at 56.
Jackson on third down. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and he goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. On second down, Jackson completes it to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. 56. 3-19. 3-19.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. That's caught at the 3. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 3rd and 1, Jackson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Justin Houston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back now in Nashville, it's the Falcons. They've got the football, they've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Mayfield, his first running back, McCoy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Second down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ebron with it over the middle. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. Crabtree, the intended receiver. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's McCoy. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. 4th down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And some room to maneuver. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They run with Ajayi. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 3-19. Going on.
On third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Nice pick, nice pick. Go, go, go.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
319.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. On the sneak, Rodgers. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
319.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
319.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Ajayi, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The punt team now as this one's sent away. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And it's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, come on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let that's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
On the ground, this is Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around, but these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson on the move to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Decker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Look at the aim!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Corey Legion in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got Jamal Charles. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. With a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now. Go, Landon! Go!
Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun on third down, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter three.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big three-point play right there, couldn't it?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. On first down, Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Justin Houston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now let's go.
They run again with Ajayi. And he is swallowed up right at line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Jamal Charles in the game. He gets the call here. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with a giant. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Rolls. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Hey, 626. Hurry up.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And
now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Nashville. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Ajayi. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Jackson, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Michael Crabtree, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
From the end zone, Newton forced out to his left. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on it.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaShawn McCoy, 82 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Jackson now looking to throw on second down. He's going. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Johnny hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Newton on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. He'll let it go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this. Until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They find some open feet. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And that might be Titan football. It is. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Steps away. Wide open receiver complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Ben Braunecker, 69 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Newton now on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Steps away to his left. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On second and 10, Newton. And that's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
To throw on third down. Newton flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Newton to throw. Dancing to his left. He made, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's Ajayi. And an alley to run. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 26 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Legion busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw, Newton. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Nashville,